Good morning. I took a PTO day in the middle of the week and I'm so happy I did. So today is Wednesday. I have a lot to do today, but it feels like a nice relaxing day. Anytime I don't have to work is a good day to me. So last night, since I knew I didn't have work, honestly, I would have done this anyways, but me, Luke, Bianca, and Caitlin went to a new spot for trivia, and Luke brought a bunch of his friends, and on the way there I was like, oh god, new people, but they were so nice. So we had a great time. Luke and I both had today off, so we were like tequila. So we had a few margaritas, some tacos that weren't that great. Caitlin waited literally 2 hours for her tacos, so you know, not great service, but we had a good time, and that's all that matters. On the way out, me, Luke, and Bianca were like, we're getting something sweet. So we decided on ice cream, and we're driving to this ice cream place, and then Luke goes, kind of want a cookie. We found this cookie place and we're ordering, and this really high girl comes in and she gets her, you know, thing, and she's like, I'm so high. And the guy's like, you want a free cookie? And then he kind of gives us that look too. So we're like, oh my God, we're getting free cookies. But he's taking forever, and us and the really high girl are like, what is going on? And then the guy behind the counter starts like limping out of nowhere, like very dramatically. And we're like, oh my God, he's high too. Anyways, we got free cookies and we like gleefully skipped out of there. So it was an A+ kind of night. So now I'm in the spin class parking lot. I signed up for a 7:30 and I'm like, bitch, it's your day off. Go to the 9:30. So slept in a little bit. I'm at the 9:30. This is Kelly's last week teaching here. Kelly is like lightning in a bottle, a really special person. So Caitlin did a Kelly class yesterday. She's like, we were all crying. Kelly's actual last day is Friday. I'm gonna try and swing it. Probably won't be able to. So this is probably my last Kelly class. So I might cry. We will see. I'm seeing her on Saturday. We're all going to a party. So like, it's not like she's dying, but it is an end of an era. So this will be my last Kelly class. And then I'm getting a massage today. And then the whole reason I took a Wednesday off, me and Keith like a month ago were like, ooh, let's do something Broadway week. So a month ago we bought Into the Woods tickets. So we're gonna see Into the Woods tonight. And instead of rushing around like a crazy person, I was like, I'll just take the whole day off. So spin class, massage, do literally nothing, and then I'll go into the city and me and Keith will hang out. I know a lot of you guys love Keith. I always get comments and then I send them to him. So you will see Keith in a little bit. Okay, tears were shed, but not as many as I thought. So doing good. I know we have plans to like have a huge lunch. I know it's gonna be like a huge day because it is definitely a treat yourself kind of day, but it's 10:30 now. And I feel like I could go to my favorite burrito place and get nachos. So that might happen. I do want to shower before I get a massage. Obviously, I'm fucking gross. If you are ever curious about coming to a cycle bar ride and you think you live by me, let me know and I'll take you to one. We're also doing a charity ride on October 8th. It's gonna be $25 donation. Caitlin, my cousin, is running the New York City Marathon for Comfort Zone Camp. It's a bereavement or grievance camp for kids who have lost a parent or a sibling. So they do like healing sessions, but they also do fun things like kickball and arts and crafts and stuff, but it's free to the kids. So we're raising money for Comfort Zone through a charity spin ride. So if that tickles you in the least bit, let me know and I can get you on the list. And for that one, we're also getting margaritas and nachos after. Okay, I came in 9th. I'm pretty okay with that. Again, I'm still kind of coming back to life. I haven't really spun. I did Christina's class last week. I did Spain on Sunday. So I'm easing back into it. But I think the next course of action is food. All right, the goods have been acquired. This is a fat load of nachos. I'm so happy about this. I am kind of confused though. It's September 14th. I got the nachos around 11:15 a.m. I get there, there's a group of young girls, and I'm like, okay, they look young, but they might be in college, who knows? But then a group of young boys walk in, like a very obvious 13-year-old boy, gaggle of them. I'm like, is there no school? Like, what is the deal? Is it Johnny Appleseed Day? Do you get off for weird holidays? Why are there so many children here in the middle of the day? Oh my God, that was amazing. Every time I get a foot massage, I'm like, I should go once a week. I never end up doing that, but I really should. This place used to be $28 an hour, which is literally a steal. It's since moved up to, I think it's $46 an hour now, which is still really cheap for what you're getting. So if I can make that work in the budget, like I really should go once a week. I do have like 2.5 hours before I have to go into the city. So I'm gonna go sit in my bed, eat some more rubbish, and then paint my face and get ready. All right, I made it into the city. I made my train with literally seconds to spare, but I made it in. I'm wearing the Abercrombie dress. My boobs are popping out. I'm meeting Keith at a restaurant. I feel like such an adult getting dinner and drinks before a show. And then we'll head over. It's all on 44th, so I won't get lost. I was thinking about it. I haven't seen Into the Woods. I think we saw it on my 8th grade class trip, so I don't remember it at all. I don't remember the plot. I don't remember the songs, so it's kind of like going in blind, but I've heard really good things. It'll be fun to hang out with Keith. Also, I feel like every night I'm in the city, Harry Styles is having a concert, and he is having some kind of residency, but like the girlies are out in full force. And you know what? I love it. I love maximalist fashion, like really going for it. I'm so sick of seeing people jeans and a black tank top. Like I'm guilty of it too, but like I love seeing people really go for it with their outfits. Life is short, wear something fun. One more thing, I don't know if I'm gonna get the souvenir cup. If it's branded Into the Woods, I will. The 6 one was just the theater organization, so it's not as fun 6 cup. So I need to make sure it's a fun Into the Woods cup before I spend my $10 on a soda. Look who I found.
Hi.
Everyone's always asking about Keith, so here he is, and we're hanging out next week. Ooh, baby, and we're gonna go pumpkin picking.
Pick the pumpkin.
I missed my train back to Jersey by 5 minutes. Love that for me. The next one isn't for a full hour, so again, love that for me. I also think I signed up for a work conference that starts at 7 a.m. East Coast time. Love that for me. Well, the good news is the conference was not at 7 a.m. East Coast time. It's at 7 a.m. West Coast time, so 10 for me. It's 9:35. I'm still dead tired, but I'm gonna push through. This is what they're getting. What is this angle? Who knows? But I was able to pull myself together after that like meeting I had this morning. It's basically like a leadership conference. Again, I thought it was at 7 a.m. East Coast time. Woke up at 6:45 to hop on. Luckily, it was 7 a.m. West Coast time. So I had a little bit more time to lie down. I obviously didn't do anything for my looks or anything. Thank God Zoom has those like beauty filters. So I pulled myself together. Last night was a lot of fun. It was really good to see Keith. I didn't get that much footage. We were running around, like we had dinner at POPO 8. It was on 45th and 9th, I think. Really, really good Peruvian food. We ate like pigs, as we usually do. Like there was a spread. We got a combo platter. Then we ran to the theater. So I didn't get too much footage of Keith. I know you guys love seeing him. We are going apple picking, pumpkin picking. We're having a fall day next Saturday, not this Saturday, the next Saturday. So you will see Keith again. Into the Woods. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I felt like a lot of the songs sounded the same. Like it's all follows like that same, melody or whatever. So there was no big showstopper. There's no big banger like Defying Gravity. So I felt like there was no big moment, but it was well produced. The cast was amazing. The witch was very funny. Like it was well done. And I'm happy I got to see certain Broadway people, but I have seen people online talking about it. They're like, it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, it was good. It was a good night out. We did get a little lucky. We were in the mezzanine. We had good seats, but we get there and like we're 2 seats sandwiched between people. And I'm like shoulder to shoulder with Keith and an old man. And I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a long 2 hours. And not every seat in our row is filled. So the curtain drops, the old man bolts like down the row and sits down. So me and Keith have like room to spread out. So we did. But then part of me was like, did this old man hate sitting next to me that much that he had to bolt? Or are we all on the same page that like, let's spread out? And I'm hoping it's the let's spread out. I don't know. I always think people hate me, but it's funny. There is a Miller family story regarding Into the Woods. Probably 30 years ago, you know, whenever in the 80s when it was playing on Broadway, my parents went and act one ends and my dad like kind of comes back to life and goes, oh, that wasn't that bad, and thinks it's over. And my mom was like, no, there's still a whole act two. And we always joke about that whenever we're watching something kind of boring. And last night, I've never told this story to Keith. Act one ends. He goes, oh, that wasn't too bad. That was pretty short. All right, let's go. And I'm like, oh my God, my dad did the same thing. There's a whole act two, sweetie. That's pretty funny. Keith even said there was times where he was like nodding off. It's a good show. Thank you, Stephen Sondheim. But like, again, no big bangers that keep your attention, but it was cute. Hello, I had a good break in my day, so I figured I'd go for a walk and return this book. So although this did take me a full month to read, it's called They Wish They Were Us by Jessica Goodman. It was really good. So everything up my alley. Elite prep school, secret societies, murder. I thought it was really good. If it doesn't take you a full month to read a book, I highly recommend. It's probably really easy to get through if you're not me. So up next for me, I have the Colleen Hoover book, Ugly Love. I heard it's really popular on TikTok and everything. So none of the libraries by me have it, but luckily my sister bought it, so she lent me that. So I'm not on a time crunch with the library. And hopefully I can get through this one a little faster. I like really need to carve out time in my day to read, because once I'm going, I can do it for a while, but getting in that mindset is a little hard for me. So I have a little bit more time in my break in my day, so I figured it's time to finally return the Xenon costume pieces that I won't be needing. Hopefully I can get my $400 back. So I didn't know this, but you can return Amazon items at Whole Foods. I think there's like a stand or a department within the Whole Foods that'll do Amazon returns. I've never even been to a Whole Foods, so it'll be a new adventure today. So I already did the online part. They're gonna scan a QR code, but I did it in a few pieces because I ordered so much that things were missed. So the first one is a chunk of like 10 pieces. I need to go over that list again, put it all in a bag. And then there's a one-off here and a one-off there. Then I have to mail 2 things back. It's a whole ordeal, but like I said, I'd really like my money back. I did keep a good amount of Xenon pieces. I'm definitely gonna redo that on actual Halloween because it's too good not to. It was such a good costume. So I'm gonna sort through all of that, make sure I have everything right, go to Whole Foods. There is a Panera by Whole Foods, so I'll probably go to Panera, and then mail back the other things. Okay, that literally took 5 seconds. I don't know why I was so intimidated to walk into a Whole Foods. It's just like a regular supermarket. Very easy return process. I didn't need all the bags that they originally came in. I was so paranoid that Jeff Bezos was gonna pop out of nowhere and damn me to hell or something. But I pretty much just dumped everything out and she scanned the QR code and I was good to go. So very easy return process. Not that I'm a big Amazon shopper to begin with, but like for something like that where I was like trying different things, different sizes, different styles, and I knew I was gonna return a lot, it's good to know I can do this. Now, I did come over here with the intent on going to Panera, but I did just see a Jersey Mike's. So that might happen. So I decided on Jersey Mike's. I just drove here to the parking lot, ordered on my phone, and then I was like, cool, your order will be ready in 45 minutes. I'm like, ma'am, I'm in the parking lot. So I've been sitting here for a little bit. My mom went to a really cute winery the other day in Warwick, New York, and she's like, we should go. So group chat is happening in the family. It is impossible to get 5 people in one place, you know? Because Courtney's like, I don't work this weekend and this weekend, can we go then? And I'm like, well, I have a wedding shower. My mom's like, well, I'll be at someone's birthday in South Carolina. Like a lot of back and forth. And then I realized I truly do not have a free weekend until Thanksgiving. So if anyone who casually hangs out with me is watching this, I am not lying to you when I turn down plans. I truly do not have a free weekend day. So I'm not trying to get out of anything. I am truly booked up my ass. Because even like the wedding shower I'm going to next weekend, I just got her bachelorette weekend invite this morning and it's for the Poconos, so something easy. It's gonna be a Shrek theme and I'm like, the costumes I could put together, but I'll be flying back from somewhere. So like, I can't come to that. There's like a lot of things I'll be missing. I will make the wedding and the shower, but I do feel like a dick for declining the bachelorette now. I'm one of those people, if I say no to something, I automatically think the person who invited me hates me now. That is how my mind works. But I just need everyone to know I'm really busy every weekend, booked and busy. I would just love a day to sit on my ass though, but that's not gonna happen till Christmas. Okay, so this was waiting for me when I got there, so maybe I didn't have to sit in the parking lot as long as I thought I did. But I got the Chipotle Chicken BLT, or as I'm about to call it, a colon cleanser. Oh my God. So Jersey Mike's did raise their prices, but you know what? I can't even complain. This is so good. All right, friends, it's not even hot, but we have a free day to go in the pool. So I get one last pool day for the summer. I can only be here for 2 hours. I do have Taryn from spin class. She has a housewarming party tonight. So I would like to shower before I go. Again, I got to look presentable. Like, these people see me at my absolute worst. So I got to do the works and look better than what I usually do. Still mediocre, but better. So I'm going to go jump in the pool. Okay, out of the pool and party ready. I really love how I get new clothes pretty much every week, and I'm wearing a dress from 2017. I mean, it's a hit. I feel good in it. Like, I don't have to play with it, so this is what we're going for. I feel like every day I part my hair in the middle and then I blow dry it, or I just sit around and the side part comes back on its own. And yet when I was fully on side part, it kept flopping into the middle, so I can't win. It's been literally 2 seconds and now it has flopped back into the middle. I am so hungover, almost threw up before I got here, but here I am in the spin class parking lot. We went to Taryn's housewarming last night and it was all Psycho Bar people. So I made a big deal that I was going to 8 a.m. spin, even though I was double fisting margaritas. Yeah, not smart, but that's me. Feeling a little better, had some water, had some liquid IV, but literally right before I left, I was doing that like thing. So wasn't good. I'm like, maybe I should change my bike to one by the door in case I have to bolt. We'll see. I will be sitting down the entire time and have no resistance on the bike, but at least I'm here. I want to try and get in a nap. I'm seeing Beetlejuice again today. I just got my ticket because I went through Today Tix. So I was like, here's the general area I want and what I want to spend. And they pick the seat for you, but I'm first row with a mezzanine. So should be good. But yeah, I'm coming back to life. The party was amazing. She is such a good host. We got koozies. How cute. With her dog Chicken Nugget on there. I just think it's so funny to see people out of the element that you usually see them in. We're like, oh my God, you dressed up. You have hair. Like all this stuff. I'm like, yes, I just needed everyone to see me with my hair down and not looking like this for once. And like, they barely even see me like this. They see me post spin or during spin when I'm dying and my skin is purple. So it was nice to see everyone cleaned up, and a lot of people brought their really cute babies, and that's even better. So I'm gonna go sit on a bike. I would like to think I'm going to do nothing, but once I'm in there, I usually get that like burst of energy. We'll see though. Okay, I survived, but barely. Like there was times where we have to do like, you know, push-ups on the bike, moving my body like that. No, I'm not proud of myself, but I did get Wendy's breakfast. Oh wow, that was like the perfect. Yeah, I was okay during class, and now I feel again. So hopefully greasy food will help. Okay, showered, feeling a little better. I am still not 100%, but it's time for Beetlejuice. I should have said it's showtime. See, my mind isn't here, but I went for the sparkly green top for Beetlejuice. It was an option last time and I made it happen this time. I will be cutting it close though with the train, so I opted for jeans so I can really haul ass up Broadway. I won't be buying a souvenir cup because I already have one, so no $10 soda for me, but I will be getting a $40 merch t-shirt. But yeah, I'm very proud of myself for getting through the spin ride this morning. A bunch of people from last night were signed up because I was on a bike that's not my usual bike because the whole row was taken, and then none of them came today. So I was like, maybe Taryn should have more parties so Pedro can get the cancellation fees. It's a good business structure. But last night was a lot of fun. I don't know if I mentioned it, but she did have a margarita bar there. So there was a bartender. He was making 3 different types of margaritas. I had 1 of each. Let's be real, 2 of each. We know I can't say no to a margarita. They usually do pretty well in my system, but not today. But it's a lot better than like a vodka or a Jack Daniel hangover. Those will last me a week. I should be good in a couple hours. I'm good, but not great. Yeah, I'm just gonna pack up a bag. My room is so bad. Oh God. So that's on my to-do list for not today, but it's really bad in here. So yeah, I'm gonna figure out what to do with my mullet and then we'll head into the city. I made it to the theater. I'm already feeling better. So we're on an upswing. Just left Beetlejuice. Guys, it's even better a 3rd time. Like I always say, I would probably see this 100 times. My seat was in the very front of the mezzanine, but I was on the very side. I could still see everything, but I'm happy I had known the show, so I didn't think I was missing anything, you know? They must make a killing in merchandise. They have 4 merchandise booths, and there was a line wrapped around them before the show, during the show, and after the show, and I contributed $50. So I'm on my way back home now. If I hauled ass, I could probably make the train, but I don't feel like hauling ass. So I'm gonna go get tacos, maybe cookies, definitely cookies, and then get on the train. I just had 5 tacos in probably under 5 minutes, and I could have kept going, but that's fine. I'm gonna have such bad meat sweats this entire train ride. So maybe I should have hauled ass after the show and not, you know, ate dinner, because it's 4 hours later. I'm still not home. I just ordered like a $30 Uber to go 9 minutes because my family can't and won't pick me up. So I got to Penn kind of early, and I should have just hopped and went to see Caucus then, but I was like, I'll get on my scheduled train and do it like that. Get on my train, we're sitting there. It's packed shoulder to shoulder. We're sitting there for like a half an hour. Apparently, the train in front of us, something happened with that, so we couldn't get out. So I got on another train. There was nothing to my town or anything on my line until like 9 p.m., which is when I'll get home now. So I was like, okay, I'll go to this other town kind of by me. Maybe someone will pick me up. No one will pick me up. So that's where I'm at right now. It's, again, 4 hours later. And I'm hoping there's a Lyft or an Uber to come get me. Hello. Last night was an ordeal. Took me, 5 hours to get home. Had to pay $30 for an Uber, even though it was like 2 towns away. The works. But it was all worth it. I love Beetlejuice. That was my 3rd time seeing it. Honestly, I'll probably go at least 2 more times because I don't like even numbers. So I'm going to go probably 5 times total. We'll see. The main reason I went, though, was to see Will Blum, who was the Beetlejuice understudy, and he exceeded all my expectations. He was so good, so funny, so super happy I got to see Will do it, and I've also have seen Alex, the original Beetlejuice, do it. I did buy merch, so I'll show you what I got. So I stood in this line way too long, twice. I went during intermission, and then the lights were like going off that the show was going to start again, so I bailed, and then I came back after the show, and then stood in line for a good half an hour. But I got this fun bag for an extra $10, but like, I got a fun bag. I saw this, it's literally the plainest shirt you'll ever see in your life, but I saw it when I went last month, and I was like, oh, I should get that. So I just got a Beetlejuice, the musical shirt. Very basic. I could probably make this at home, you know, but like, gotta support the show. So Spent $50 on a shirt and a bag, but you know what? Worth it. I also have my little cup now too. I was this close to getting the sandworm mug, but I didn't do it. So I'll save a little bit of money, even though I then spent $30 on an Uber. All worth it. It was a really fun day. I am editing this now and I'm realizing it's really long. So we're gonna cut it right here. You're gonna get a part 2, or essentially just a new vlog in like a couple days, probably this weekend, of our fall adventure. Me, Keith, and Danielle, pumpkin picking, shooting apples out of a cannon, the works.